Good evening, everyone, and welcome to day 23. We are in our Going Deeper session together, the second session of our 21-day program. My name is Jennifer, and I'm very happy to be joining you this evening from North Ohio. If you haven't already, it's a reminder to prepare a foot soak for our first meditation this evening. If it's your first time doing a foot soak, you'll need to prepare a few things, and you can always try it on our next session. So the items you'll need are a dish pan filled with lukewarm water, a handful of salt, rinse water to rinse your feet afterwards, and a towel to dry your feet. We'll also be practicing a technique called candling in our first meditation. So if you have one handy, you can also have that prepared as well. So as I mentioned, if you're new or if you've missed any of the classes, you'd never need to worry. We have recordings of every session on our website, so you can go back and view them later. At the end of every session, we also have breakout rooms where you are welcome to join a one-on-one session with a Sahaja Yoga teacher where you can ask questions, have conversations, and learn more. If you have a desire to have a friend or companion outside of these Sahaja Yoga meditation courses, you can request a mentor. We have a link to fill out a form so that you can do that, and it's posted in the chat. So today's topic is the heart. We're going to talk about overcoming fears and going beyond them. We're also going to talk about finding the state of love, which is a pure, detached love. We'll also be working on our left side. We'll do that with 2 guided meditations. The first one will be a foot soak. We'll also watch a talk by our founder, Shri Mataji Nirmala Devi, about the topic. And we'll enjoy a music video with meditation as well. As a reminder, everyone here today is a volunteer, and Sahaja Yoga is always free. We do it from the joy of sharing it with you only. So I'd like to introduce our presenters for this evening. We can welcome Kerry and Wendy.
Hello.
Good evening, ladies.
Hello.
So nice to see you. I'd like you to both introduce yourself if someone has not gotten a chance to see you on the program. So Kerry, can you start?
Hi, everyone. Nice to see you again. I've been on before, but if you haven't met me before, I'm Kerry Hodson from the Bay Area and San Francisco Bay Area, and I work in architectural specifications here.
Wonderful, thank you. And Wendy, a little bit about yourself.
Hi, yes, my name is Wendy. I live in Los Angeles, and really thrilled to be here today to talk about love because it's my favorite thing, and that's the quality of the heart. So we'll be meditating on love, and there could be nothing better on this Valentine's Day than that.
Absolutely. So without further ado, we'll start with our first presenter. Kerry, you can take it away.
Thank you very much. Thanks, Jennifer. Nice to see everyone on Valentine's Day. And so if you haven't already guessed, we are going to focus a lot on the heart center. And let's start with our foot soak. So if you don't have a foot soak ready, don't worry, you can just follow along with your feet a little bit apart from each other on the floor. So we're going to place our feet in our bucket of lukewarm salt water. And we'll go ahead and raise our inner energy, our kundalini, all the way up and tie a knot. And then we'll raise it up a second time and tie 2 knots. And then for the third channel, we'll go ahead and do 1, 2, and 3. Now we can give ourselves a bandhan. So we're going to go over all of our centers all the way to the hip and back down. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. All right. So I have a candle here lighted with a little bit of a drip tray under it. So if you have that, that's great. If not, you can try it another time. So we know that the fire element is great for our left side. So we're going to work on our left side a little bit. Let's put our hand on our heart. You can take a deep breath and hold it and then exhale. We're just slowing down our breathing, bringing our attention into the heart. With your left hand open, see how you feel in your hands. Do you feel the cool breeze? Or do we have some heaviness? Just take note of what you feel in your hands. Now we know our spirit resides inside of our heart and comes up on top of our head. And we just want to clean our heart, clear our heart of anything that can be an obstacle to our full connection to our spirit, our inner being. Here we can ask, Mother, please clean my heart, cleanse my heart, so that I can feel the unconditional love. Now we can take our right hand and move it to the second chakra on the left, just above our left hip. So this center can get out of balance if we have false ideas. Maybe we can get involved too much in fantasy or romantic ideas of love. But we want the truth. We're seeking something pure. So we can ask, Mother, please give me the pure knowledge. Please remove any illusions which block my spirit from manifesting in my heart. Now we're going to go to the left navi, which is the upper part of our abdomen where our stomach is. Here we can ask for the detachment. Mother, please help me to be detached. We can also ask for the satisfaction that comes from within ourselves. We can say, Mother, in this moment, there's nothing outside that can give me those feelings of fulfillment that come from within. Please remove any unreal expectations. Let me be a satisfied person. Self-contained. Now we can move our hand back to our heart. Let's take a big, deep breath. So only when we're connected with our inner being, with our spirit, are we available to love other people. You can say, Mother, please let me be compassionate. Let me have that unconditional love. Really put your attention deep in the heart. We can move our hand to the center. We'll just pull our shoulders back for a stretch across the heart and then look up. Let's just pull our arms behind us and just pull back your shoulders. And breathe in. And as we exhale, we can bring our hands back. Let your shoulders drop. So there's no tension in the shoulders. And we're just breathing more freely. So let's take that right hand and put it right in the center. Right in the center of our chest, the center heart. Just feeling your existence power itself. Here we can ask, Mother, please let me be fearless. Let me be courageous so that I am able to open my heart to others. I am this pure spirit. Mother, take away that fear of being hurt. Now we can raise our hand up to the base of our neck in the center. Here we can say, Mother, please let me feel my connection with the whole universe, with everyone and all my fellow creatures. Let me feel that pure connection. Mother, please purify all my relationships. And let there be sweetness among us. Let's place our hand right at the crown of the head again, where we can massage our head clockwise. Mother, please let the heart, the light from my heart, come into my brain. Let my spirit come into my head. I just want to feel that pure, universal, unconditional love. We can raise our hand up above our heads so the palm is facing our Sahasrara. Mother, let me feel the grace and the beauty of this universal love. You can feel it flowing all around. You can move your hand and feel that grace. And as we lower our hands back into our lap with the palms facing up, we can take a deep breath. we're going to watch a talk of Shri Mataji, but before we do that, let's just take a moment to rinse off our feet and put our foot soaked water off to one side. So when we watch the talk, let's keep our hands open and upright in our lap.
So one has to understand that to get peace, we have to go beyond this mind. This mind is the one which reacts and creates problem for us, makes us believe into things, and we are conditioned. We are not free people. Free people to understand what is reality. The reality is beyond the mind. Now, how to cross the limit of mind? Like once a doctor in Switzerland said, "Mother, you do what you like, you can cut my throat, but stop these thoughts, they are bombarding me." You cannot stop. Because a thought rises and falls off, another thought rises and falls off. These thoughts come to us from the past or from the future. You are not in the present. You cannot be in the present. But when this power that is described to you already, known as the Kundalini, rises, then she takes your attention beyond the thought, beyond the mind, and that is the place where resides the present, the reality. Now this special thing as called as Kundalini is not to be discarded because coming from India. It has been described in every scripture. Even in the Bible it's described that I'll appear before you like tongues of flames. These are the tongues of flames you see along the path of the Kundalini. Also Muhammad Sahib has said very clearly in his Quran that if you want to know God, you must know yourself. Christ has said, know thyself. All of them have said the same thing. If you see Zen system or Lao Tse, Confucius, any one of them, they all said that unless and until you know yourself, you are not there. You have no identity. But knowing yourself is very important because you are the treasure of knowledge. You are the treasure of wisdom and divine discretion. It's all within you, which you should know without any efforts. Effortless, Sahaja. Saha means with, Ja means born. Born with you is the right to get your self-realization. It's your birthright to have it, and in these modern times it has been made very, very easy somehow to get this realization. In our country also, all the saints have described about achievement of yourself. Sahaja word is used by so many saints, especially by Guru Nanaka, who says Sahaja Samadhi love. Whatever you have to get in your awareness, Samadhi is awareness, has to be in a Sahaj, means a spontaneous manner. So for this you don't have to stand on your head, you don't have to run away from your families, you don't have to starve or fast. You've done it. You've done it in your last lives. Now, in this life, you should have the fruits of your hard work that you are putting to express your desire to be one with the divine. The first truth is that you are not this body, this mind, these conditionings, this ego, these emotions, but you are the pure spirit. The second truth is very much evident, but we are not bothered to know it. For example, you see these beautiful flowers, beautiful trees all around. It's a miracle. See, every tree is different, every seed is different, and all flowers are different, their fragrance is different. It's a miracle that is created, but we take it for granted. If you ask a doctor who runs your heart, he'll say it's autonomous nervous system. But who is this auto? Who is the one who does it? They don't know. At the most they can say it is autonomous nervous system. Beyond these systems, we have the system here of these three channels. And these three channels, left and right channel, look after your right and left sympathetic nervous system, which are responsible on the right side for your physical and mental activity, on the left hand side for your emotional activity. In the center there are these two sympathetics. They form a loop like this, and the chakras, the centers, are created. These centers are responsible for our physical, mental, emotional and spiritual being. But when we start exhausting whatever limited energy it has, then we start developing either physical, mental, emotional or spiritual problems. If somehow we can save these centers from a state of jeopardy, we can solve the problem of physical problem, of say, mental problems, and also emotional, spiritual problems. You can diagnose a person on your fingertips, because these fingertips, 5, 6 and 7, are denoting your centers within yourself. They get enlightened. So with the light of the spirit, when you are enlightened, you really become an enlightened person. It is not just a certificate, I am this, I am that. It is something that happens to your awareness. The first thing that happens, as I told you, you go beyond the mind, that you become thoughtlessly aware. In Sanskrit we call it nirvichar samadhi. It is an instant happening. Maybe the modern times are such that the kundalini rises like a jet. And in thousands of people it has worked out. But to establish that situation of thoughtless awareness, you have to meditate at the most for 10 minutes in the evening. But immediately you will feel absolutely peaceful. You will feel like a witness of the whole drama that is going on. And with that drama, you will be able to see that there's nothing to be afraid of, nothing to be worried. Because you are out of that problem, you can solve it. Like if you are standing in the water, in the sea, and it's turbulent, you see the waves rising higher and higher, you are frightened. But supposing you can get into a boat, then you can watch the same scene with such attention and with enjoyment, because you know it cannot hurt you. But supposing you can jump into the sea because you are a great swimmer, you can save many others. So in the second state, where you become doubtlessly aware, you become all-powerful because you can give realizations to others. It's like one enlightened light or a candle can enlighten many candles. You can give realizations to many people.
All right, let's just sit for a minute and absorb the vibrations of that very deep talk. So now we're going to listen to a song, a video called Sending Love. And we can keep our attention, it's a very upbeat, lively music, but we can still keep our attention at the top chakra, at the Sahasrara chakra while we listen.
I'm sending a love. I'm sending a love. I'm sending love. I'm sending love to every beating heart on this planet.
I'm sending peace.
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 I'm sending peace
To every beating heart
to every beating heart
on this planet.
on this planet.
I'm sending hope.
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 I'm sending hope
I'm sending hope
to every beating heart on this planet. sending peace.
We're sending peace.
We're sending hope.
We're sending hope.
We're sending joy
We're sending joy
to every beating heart
to every beating heart
on this planet.
on this planet.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Jai Shri Adi Shakti.
Jai Shri Adi Shakti.
Jai Shri Adi Shakti.
Jai Shri Adi Shakti.
Shanti Shanti.
Shanti Shanti.
Jai Adi Shakti.
Jai Adi Shakti.
Shanti Shanti.
Shanti Shanti.
We're sending love.
Well, there is a message of love from Sahaja Yogis from all over the world, and I felt it. I don't know about you. So, love. Valentine's Day, sometimes we get confused. We're really talking about genuine love that is in our heart. And love doesn't bind us. Love is free, sets us free inside to be brave, sets us free to be who we truly are, which is this sparkly spirit and this sparkly kundalini that's inside of us. And sometimes we get confused. We feel that love binds us, but that's because we confuse love with attachment, because we're often attached to the people we love. But love in its true form doesn't bind, and it sets us free. And one of the most beautiful things is that when we feel free to open our heart, we can go more deeply into meditation. We can go more quiet, and we feel the peace. Just wanted to talk a little bit about the quality of the left side, the sparkly quality, the true quality of the left side. The left side is a very light, upbeat place. Sometimes we get confused and we think we're in thoughtless awareness when we're actually very heavy into the left side, because we can't think when we're experiencing heavy left side. But we can tell the difference because we don't feel upbeat or light. We might feel sleepy. We might have heaviness on our left hand. So we know that's not the central channel. So the pure quality of the left side is the peace we feel inside, this spirit, and this feeling of inspiration to be connected, this desire to be one with something greater than ourselves, something giant and sparkly and bright. So now we're going to have a meditation, and actually it's going to incorporate these things that were expressed in the song, of opening our hearts, feeling the love, which is the pure quality of the heart, overcoming fear, which is the quality of our center heart, feeling peace, which is Shanti inside. So now let's just take a moment to take a deeper dive into this quiet. So let's sit with our hands, our right hand up in our lap, and we'll take, I like to take my glasses off. If you wear glasses, we're going to close our eyes. You can take your glasses off for now and point your right hand towards the Mother Earth. And let's just awaken this pure desire in ourselves to be light, to have a light left side channel, a light emotional channel, to leave everything in the past and be here in the present moment. So let's desire in our hearts. Just close our eyes, very gentle attention. Just desire in our hearts to be free inside and light. We can take our right hand, keep our eyes closed. Take our right hand and put it on the left side of our stomach. This is where peace resides, can be established within ourselves. And just keep our eyes closed, very gentle focus, and we can put our awareness in our stomach, inside, just beneath where our hand is. And here we're going to say, it's a very simple mantra for peace, which is the word, the sound Shanti. And Shanti is Sanskrit for peace. So let's say together, we'll say Shanti 3 times, and we'll do 2 sets of 3 times. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Deep breath. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Just keep our awareness a little longer in the left side of our tummy. Just allow the chakra to relax. Now let's bring the right hand up to the left side of our chest, over our physical heart. This is where our spirit resides. This is where love is within us. So let's just affirm this love, this free, unbinding love that sets us free, free to love others, free to love ourselves. It's a beautiful thing. So we'll just say quietly to ourselves, we'll affirm, Mother Kundalini, I am love. Let's say that 4 times to ourselves. Now let's keep our eyes closed. We'll just put our right hand down and keep our awareness in our physical heart. Very gentle, relaxed attention. Let's just see if we can feel the chakra relax a little bit. We're going to put up on the screen the words for a singing mantra. If you'd like, you can just listen, or if you'd like to sing along, you can open your eyes and read the words from the screen. And we're going to say this, each verse, each time we sing it through twice, and we'll sing through 2 times. So we'll say this line 4 times together. I like to put my hand on my left heart, but it's completely whatever feels comfortable to you. So we'll sing this together, all together as one in our very different but lovely homes. Chit Ananda Rupam Shivoham Shivoham Chit Ananda Rupam Shivoham Shivoham. We'll take a nice deep breath in. Chit Ananda Rupam Shivoham Shivoham Chit Ananda Rupam Shivoham Shivoham. If we have our hand on our heart, we can take our hand back down and let's just sit for a moment. Very gently keep our hand in our heart. Just see if we can feel the vibrations trickling through our heart or our spirit tickling us like a bubbling feeling in our heart. A little fountain. So now we're going to move our awareness into our center heart. We're going to put our right hand on our center, in the center of our chest where our sternum bone is. And this is where courage resides within us, the pure quality of this center heart. Fearlessness, bravery, courageous qualities. And this is who we really are. Let's desire to be brave enough to be our true selves. We are this sparkly, beautiful, shiny thing. We are the spirit, we are our kundalini, we are light. So let's focus our desire on being brave. So we can affirm this quality, and we can just say, with our eyes closed and our awareness in our heart, as if our heart had the lips to say the words, and we're going to say, Mother Kundalini, I am brave. Let's say that 4 times to ourselves. Now we're going to keep our awareness here, very gentle focus in our heart. And we're going to say the Jagadamba 12 times. And if you have your hand on your heart, you'll feel the vibration. This sound opens our center heart, just the vibration of it. So it's very powerful. So we'll just say Jagadamba 12 times together. Jagadamba, Jagadamba, Jagadamba. Breathe in between. Jagadamba, 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 Jagadamba. So we can put our hands down, palm up in our lap. Very gentle awareness at the top of our head at the 7th center. And we'll just have a silent meditation together, close our eyes and bring our awareness inside. Now, as we're starting to come towards the end of our meditation, let's put our right hand again on our hearts. And let's send all this love that we have in our hearts. Let's send it out to all the seekers in the world with our purest hopes and desires that they too can get their self-realization. Now we can raise our kundalinis and give ourselves a bandhan. As we give the bandhan, let's see if we can feel the vibrations being drawn as a protection around our chakras. We'd love for you all to stay after the announcements. There will be a talk about love, no better subject. So we're going to go back to Jennifer and she's going to give us some updates.
Thank you so much, Wendy and Kerry. Those are beautiful meditations. I hope everyone is feeling the peace and the silence of their spirit, that nourishing presence that gives us the foundation of love within ourselves. So before the formal end of our program, I wanted to make sure that everyone knew our current course schedule. We're in the second session of our 21-day program, our Going Deeper session. So this means that every Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday for 7 weeks, we'll be getting together over Zoom. That will be from February 12th through the 30th. On Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, we'll have a chance for you to meet with us as well. Same time, same Zoom link, and we'll have a 30-minute session with a foot soak and meditation to end the day in silence. Our next program will be on Thursday, and that will be when we learn more about our right channel, and as it clears out, how we start to get things done without any effort. Don't forget, we have program resources you can utilize. Please, by all means, request a mentor. It's a friend, a companion on this journey through Sahaja Yoga meditation. You just fill out a form. The link is posted in our Zoom chat, and you'll be set up with someone who you can meditate with, ask questions with, and just enjoy. Please also join our WhatsApp group. It's a nice way to chat, to comment, and also to receive daily inspirations and course reminders. Our website, us.sahajayoga.org/Jan2023, has our links to every live meditation. It also has all the recordings and handouts about each topic. So please do visit and explore it. On Thursday, we're going to revisit a treatment that we did in our previous 21-day session, the ice pack treatment. So please remember next Thursday to have an ice pack ready. It can be any kind of ice pack. It could be a bag with ice cubes, a block, anything reusable in the freezer that you have. So get that ready. So now it's the part of the program where we end the formal part and we allow you to choose what you'd like to do. So you could either stay with us in the main room while we talk about some experiences that we've had around the topic of love, or you can do a one-on-one with a breakout room assistant, a Sahaja Yoga teacher. So you just type into the chat breakout room help and request a breakout room. You can talk about anything you'd like to talk about, including chakras, how your meditation went this evening, and any questions you have. If you prefer just to chat over the Zoom chat, you can type your questions into Zoom chat questions and then chat over the chat. So now, you're welcome to join breakout rooms or stay with us as our presenters join us again. So welcome back to Kerry and Wendy.
Again,
Hello again. Happy Valentine's Day.
too.
Hello.
So on the topic of love, Sahaja Yoga has presented us with a new and different way to view love. And so I wanted to ask you both a question about how Sahaja Yoga has helped you to accept love and to receive love from others and just in general. So I'd like to start with Kerry.
Okay. Well, the first thing that came to mind was when I met Shri Mataji for the first time, and I can't describe the experience in words, but I can tell you that I was never able to absorb that feeling as deeply before. It was like she saw right through me and accepted me, knowing just how I was in that moment. And it was just, it's like a moment that stops in time where your heart just opens and you're able to absorb that feeling of total acceptance. And it really was such a deep experience that I brought that with me through my life. And in times where I felt like let's say somebody gave a compliment or wanted to just express their love to me, and that little voice would come up going, I would just remember that time and just say, oh, okay, and just let it in, just let it come in, let the appreciation and the love come in. Because when you can just do that without fear and do that without those walls up, it's the greatest feeling in the world. And I think we're like that when we're kids more, but as life kind of goes on, it kind of teaches us to kind of have this sort of barrier between us that doesn't need to be there. And one of the other things that I remember hearing from Shri Mataji was, you all seem so afraid of each other. Everybody's so afraid to express themselves. And so that's something that I think we could all do a little bit more, is just really remember to let go of the fear. What's the worst thing that could happen? You might get hurt now and again, but we're still our spirit. So you can always come back to, well, I am the spirit. So I can take it, you can have that courage, have the courage to just let it in, to accept it. And sometimes we don't remember that it is a quality of courage. Like Wendy was saying in the meditation, it is a quality of courage to allow it to come in, to allow it to flow. So I'll hand it over to Wendy.
It's funny, Kerry, because you reminded me of something that I've never, I think, told anybody. The first time I met Shri Mataji, we were at the airport. And I had moved all the way to the East Coast to start the Sahaja Yoga Center in New York, but I'd never met Shri Mataji. And so we met her at the airport, and she was talking to another person, like engaging and talking deeply. But she had her hand, she turned and she pointed her hand towards my center heart. And I don't think she was more than a foot away from me. She was just pointing her hand towards my heart. And I thought, oh, I must be in the way, right? So I moved a little bit, and then she moved her hand and she kept her hand towards my heart. And I could feel something happening in my heart, because I think I was always a very open-hearted person, but I got hurt along the way. So eventually I could always give love to other people that felt safe, but letting the love in, that was vulnerable and that was scary. So I think that was when it started, that I started being able to let the love in, because I felt her love and my heart opened and it was a thing of beauty. So I was like, this love thing is better than chocolate. It's better than anything, right? And so then after that, I started practicing. I used to see the love on people's face. I think that I have a lot of people, I'm lucky to have a lot of people who love me. I could see it on the person's face, but I couldn't feel it. And then all of a sudden, bit by bit, I could feel it. And that vulnerability actually made me much stronger as a person, even though it didn't feel that safe at first. I've learned to trust that even if I'm loving to someone and I let their love in and I let myself be close to them and they do something that hurts me, really, that's on them, right? That's not on me. And you lose a lot more not trusting.
Yeah.
So those are such strong messages for this this day and age, this culture, where we all really do build these obstacles, these walls around ourselves, and it just shows so much strength to be able to accept love with confidence, with trust, and then that state helps others around you. It's so beautiful. I wish that the world could become like that, to be able to receive love, just like we.
We're working on it, baby.
We're working on it, right? Night by night. Letting others feel that love that's generated in their own self and their own heart, that nourishes them unconditionally. So, very beautiful answers. So, the second question we'd like to inspire everyone tonight. How has Sahaja Yoga helped to change the way that you love other people, that you express that love, that you help others and love others? It's different than attachment, that love. So how has that unattached love helped you in your life? How has it changed the way you love others? We can start with Kerry again.
Well, I think one of the greatest things about having your self-realization is that a built-in little goodie is that you can give it to other people. And that is just such an amazing feeling, because it is an act of pure love, because it's not transactional. There's no, if I do this for you, you do this for me. It's so pure. And the feeling you get when you see someone, when you see how their face changes and how their eyes start twinkling, it's just incredible. And you don't take any credit for it, because it's the Kundalini that does it. So love is really an action word, in the sense that we don't just, blah, blah, blah about I love you, and this and that. It's really just this vibration that's flowing out from your open heart. And that's what love really is. And when you feel it for yourself, you feel it yourself, and then you just want to give it, as soon as you feel it for yourself, you want it to spread. And one of the things that Wendy did toward the end of the meditation that was so powerful was that expanding it outward, and she said, let's now expand that love out to all those seekers all over the planet. And it's something that happens in the heart where the love is just can't be contained. It's just so expansive, that feeling. And we can all really feel that. Like, let's put our hand on our heart right now again. And it's just like the boundaries of the physical body. It's like it's dissolving into that love. And it's just been throughout life after realization. Yeah. So for me, I have a lot of kids and people in my life that I love, and it, when we talk about detachment, we don't mean we don't care, it's just that you kind of let people have their space and let our kids be who they are, and just be there as someone to lean on when they need us. But we can feel people's centers. We can feel where there's imbalances, and just a little bit of our attention, even just silently, just letting your attention go there, just have that attention coming from your heart, just makes all the difference. We don't even have to you know verbalize what we're feeling to people. We can just send those vibrations, those loving vibrations. So that's how it's changed for me. It's less about thinking about it or talking about it, and more about just letting yourself go thoughtless. And in that state of thoughtless awareness, can really turn things around, that where somebody in your life or somebody near you is struggling. So that's how love has changed for me in a big way. I don't think I really knew what it was before. I think I had
That's
an idea,
unconditional love, right, Kerry? It's unconditional love you're describing. So I think very similarly to Kerry, for me, I started loving outside of my own need. So being my higher self meant that I wasn't giving love to get something in return, but I was just giving it, and freely giving and receiving love in its purest form, with no chains attached, no, not as much attachment. And for me, what really changed was just, you get so empowered as your heart opens and as you establish. So these qualities, they're powers, they're superpowers. So you start having this enlightened love in your heart, and it transforms you, and it transforms the people you share it with. And it's like this whole one light enlightens another. This love starts, it grows bigger, it moves from person to person, and it's just a whole different state of awareness. It's your priorities change, and they're really about, how can I come through for someone else, right? How can I help someone else? Like Kerry was saying, if they're having a hard time, well, pour love on them. I mean, I'm always amazed I get asked to come and do these things, because I'm just, I don't have any big, professional way of doing Sahaja Yoga. I never approached it like that. But I think maybe what I have to share is just that we just be ourselves, right? We just be ourselves, and that's a beautiful, shiny, beautiful thing. And we just love each other for who we really are. And we don't stick our need in the middle. And as much as we can, we try to love each other unconditionally, and help each other and help other people learn this just beautiful thing.
So nice. Absolutely. I can completely agree and understand and relate to when I started Sahaja Yoga, and I felt when I would join other yogis who had been practicing, and I would be in the witness state, like you said, the thoughtless awareness, and I would be watching everyone, quiet, witnessing, and later on I would have yogis come up to me and just say that they felt so much love coming from me, and it was just me watching and not reacting, and that love was transmitted without any words, but it was something I felt. So the feeling, just without words, without actions, was there, and it created an environment of love. So absolutely, it can just change everything.
Yeah.
It's a state that we find ourselves in when we
It's
practice
it's
meditation.
definitely an atmosphere too, isn't it? There's a magical atmosphere of someone who's just completely in the center and just emitting that love. And one thing that came to mind also is for some people on here, they might have had tears come when their heart opens, and it's totally normal. Like it really surprises some people that they might have had a closed heart. Sometimes we think we have an open heart, but when the Kundalini starts working on opening that heart, sometimes it can bring the tears, and you're not crying because you're sad or anything. It's just the well has the well has been opened up, and it starts to flow. And also reactions to people or things that are going on, they're really coming out of fear. So sometimes if you just feel like now you're in this non-reactive state, it's because the heart has dispelled all those fears. So
And, let's think about what we really all value. Someone might be really smart and be able to give us advice, and they might be clever and be helpful with figuring things out. But the person who gives us love, that's the person that we'll do anything for. We'll walk across hot coals for someone who gives us real love.
Yeah.
And we know the difference. So it's not like something you can pretend, so enough pretending, right? Enough pretending in this world. And we need to all understand that the real power is love. It's not money and wealth and being in charge of things and thinking we're super smart. I mean, that's just my opinion. I don't
You
know how
remind
you
me of
feel.
my grandmother. So before she passed away, she was suffering from dementia, Alzheimer's, and she said to me one of the last times I was with her, she said, I don't remember what you've said. I don't remember what you've done. I don't really remember your name, but I remember how you make me feel. You make me feel loved. And that always stuck with me. That all of those things aren't as influential as the way that you make others feel. So that always stuck with me. It's very profound words. Is there any other experiences you'd like to share before we finish our program tonight, ladies? So nice to hear you talk.
Well, I think we're
Just, I guess,
kind of up there in our thoughtless state.
Yeah, just enjoying each other's
just that
vibration.
you're very lucky to have a grandmother who felt your love like that. What a gem of a human. That's all I can say.
Absolutely. My brother also, he after I got my realization, I was spending some time with him, and I sat next to him on the couch, And he turned to me after a while and he said, you know, sitting next to you is like sitting next to a warm fire. You feel that love and that warmth, and you feel like something's being kindled, being looked after, being nourished. And I was like, wow, that must be my Kundalini, you know, because there's nothing else than that. Nothing else had changed except that I'd had my Kundalini raised. So that was really cool. Just to see how others, even if they don't meditate, they can still feel the change that has come into you. Wonderful. Thank you, ladies, so much. It's been such a beautiful evening.
Sure.
I feel like
Valentine's Day, everyone.
yeah, I feel like I've spent the evening in the glow of your love, and I hope everyone else has felt the same. And I hope everyone takes some time before they sleep just to close their eyes and remember the source of the love is inside them. Okay. So happy Valentine's Day to everyone. Thank you so much for joining us on day 23. And we hope to see you on Thursday for our next session, where our topic will be the right channel and finding a way to do things without effort. Have a beautiful evening, everyone.